Hey everybody, this is Svenshinhan. Welcome back to more Seiken Densetsu 3. In the last episode, I arrived here at the Oasis of Dean. Hawk stopped glitching. And I was gonna go save the next elemental spirit, but I got lost in the desert. I got lost at sea, so we're behind schedule a little bit. But now in this episode, we are gonna make our way to where we need to go. And we are gonna save that spirit. And any damn cockatrice, just die. Let's not get the chest. Why bother? Anyway, like I said, in this episode we will be getting the next elemental spirit, and we'll also have to fight another very tough boss battle in order to actually beat that, in order to save him, so that should be fun. I'm hoping to get a level up before I get there, but I'm not sure that I will. Okay, forget I said anything. Anyway, as Hawk, normally I would go for strength, but we need some agility. And that's because when you raise his agility, he will learn skills, and they're agility-based. So you want to get Hawk's agility at least up to, I think it's 16-ish, for him to learn all of the skills that he gets as a ninja. And I'll show you what they do. Like, for example, the shuriken. You can just go to the item menu, then press up in order to select your skills. So it's shuriken, one enemy. It's not really that great. Once you select it, he'll start casting it. And eventually the enemy will be hit. And I'm just using my water moon slice for some reason because I saved up the points. But yeah, the skills do decent enough damage. They're not anything special. Now, for Kevin, or actually Durin, this is, in order for him to learn his healing skill, I think you need a spirit of 9. I'm not entirely sure. I'll just raise it just to be on the safe side. And that should, yes, teach him Heal Light, 1 ally. So now, whenever you go into the menu, and you select Durin, you can heal 1 enemy. It works the same as a Poto Oil, meaning it scales with his spirit stat. So you want to pump it up at least a little bit. You don't have to go completely nuts with it, but make sure that you don't neglect raising it. I'm going to mainly focus on strength and spirit with him. Now, Kevin's specialty is just strength and damage, so we are just going to be increasing his strength to insane levels. Now, the more agility you have, the slower these wheels will spin. Now, I couldn't really tell exactly where everything was, so unfortunately I took a hit there, but we're much tougher now, so we should be able to deal with most of what the game throws in our path. Especially Kevin, you'll see him do much more damage. And the enemies don't really deal that much damage to us at the moment, so most of these should go down fairly quickly. I think the golden bullets have more defense than the others, but I think the only character now who isn't doing much damage is Hawk, and unfortunately that'll remain so for a while longer. Because unfortunately I'm gonna have to raise his agility for him to learn some of his most important skills. Because the skills that he learns will actually allow us to use stat downs on bosses. I think, no, it's not healing time yet. We don't need healing yet. After all, we're not quite where we need to be. Let's just kill these guys. And pretty soon we're coming up on some really fun parts of the game. In fact, this is the only elemental spirit I feel where I'm kind of bored because you've just leveled up, you've just class changed, and here we are. Jessica! Hawk! No! Bitch slap. Stupid girl! You're not cursed anymore, so look alive! Bill, Ben, this is your last chance to prove yourselves. Guard the entrance! Oh, wait! This is as far as you go. This won't be like last time. We'll show you our dark power. Bill, Ben, snap out of it! We were a team, remember? Let's go, Ben. Right. Fusion! Ha! And they become something else entirely. Now, immediately, right off the bat, you will want to head into the menu and select a Poto Oil with the Durin, because they will start attacking you pretty much right off the bat, and they might even, start throwing shurikens your way. So, Luckily, we have pretty high defense, but... Now, against bosses like these, you will not want to use level 2 techniques. Simply do not. They'll kill you faster than you can handle. And they will throw a lot of AoE magic at you, so as soon as you get the chance, head into the menu, select Durin, and heal your characters up again, because these guys will not let up. They will literally just blast you with everything they've got. So as soon as you get a level 1 tech, use it. I've set my other characters, as you can see, to also use the level 1 techs. Reason for that is, if you don't... Oh crap, this isn't good. I'm gonna have Durin heal himself. Let's see, this is where I can kind of show his healing ability. Now he'll start casting it first, so he'll take a little time in order to do it. Generally, though, it's fine, and he'll heal himself nicely. Now, the reason that you do not want to use level 2 attacks is because most bosses in the game will respond to being hit with magic by retaliating with their own magic. So, if they're already casting a spell... Let's see, this heals us up, I think. Yes. Bill! Ben! Damn that Bijou! Yeah, nothing you can do about it. Now we have to go in here in order to get the spirit. But, like I was saying, most bosses, they're already spellcasters. And we're now in the Valley of Flames. This is a pretty cool area. We'll be coming back here later in the game as well. There's not too much we can do right now. I do love the atmosphere, though. Oh yeah, and the enemies will start casting more spells as well now, so it's good if you have a class change under your belt. But anyway, like I was saying, many of the bosses will retaliate whenever they're hit with powerful magic. I don't think you can go in there. No. No entrance there. Knocked back by an explosion, and that'll keep happening. But aside from their own magic skills, whenever big bosses are hit with a spell or a high-level skill, they will immediately counter with another magic spell. So if they're already casting magic, and you hit them with a spell while they're casting, they'll counter with another one, and that can lead to a chain of spells being used against you from which there's basically no way to survive. So you will want to be very, very careful with that. Now, there's not a huge amount you can do right here at this very moment. So you just want to be a little bit careful and just make sure that they don't do too much damage to you. Now, you'll see me use fewer and fewer healing items because now that Durin actually has his healing skill, I'm going to start focusing a little more on that to heal my party members, because MP will refill itself nicely when you go to an inn. You get plenty of it too. But, you know, items can be expensive and you can not really replenish them in battle. And I do have items that replenish MP, so I'm gonna start focusing a little more on that. Anyway, that's way too much technical talk. We're here to enjoy killing these enemies. They're giving us some really nice experience too. They're starting to give us almost 100, and pretty soon we will be at around that level. So you see, there's a golden statue here. You know, that little bit of MP that I spent with Durin has already been refilled now. And I'm guessing right over here, yes, here's the scene. Stop! Don't come any closer, or the girl goes into the flames. Dart? That look... I see you brought company. Well, until next time. Okay, so she's not afraid of us, but a little cat with a bag scares her to death enough to run away? Nikita! Am I ever glad to see you? How's Jessica? She's unconscious, but the necklace is off, so there's a chance she'll recover. The closest town is Dean. I'll take Jessica there, don't worry. Just go ahead and catch Bijou. And they'll take Jessica out. You can go up ahead and explore this place, but there's really nothing for you to do here. So instead, I'm just gonna run back. And I will probably meet you back at the entrance. That is right after I defeat these enemies here. I guess I could use an escape rope, but... Oh yeah, the skills that he uses, the Diamond Saber, that'll actually change the enemy skills to a certain element. And the interesting thing is that Durin can also get many elemental sabers if you go down his dark path. Now, I went with his light path, so unfortunately I won't be getting any of the elemental sabers. They can be very useful for exploiting the weakness of bosses. But I don't think we'll be needing too much of it. If I really struggle with any boss later in the game, I can always get items off the black market to accomplish the same thing, but I don't intend to do it. To me, it feels a little bit like cheating. You know, I always just use the abilities that my classes give me, because that's kind of the strengths that I choose to go with, and I generally accept any weaknesses that come from not choosing certain classes. So you can also buy items that increase your stats, and otherwise the only way to access those is to have Lee's in your party, because Lee's actually gets access to stat boosting skills. But you know, I chose to not use Lee's, so I'm not going to be using those items. Anyway, I'm just gonna make my way back to the Sand City of Sultan, because from there's a new place where we can go. So, I'm just gonna meet you back in the Sand City of Sultan because you don't want to see me fight all these boring enemies. So, I'll meet you in Sultan in a little bit. Okay, everybody, we're back in the Sand City of Sultan. That took about 3 minutes, which is not too bad, but I generally prefer not taking quite that long. Anyway, now that we're here back in the Sand City of Sultan, we can get access to the beach again. And from here, we will start going. I took the long way around the menu. We will start going to our new location. We only have 2 elemental spirits left to save, by my count anyway. We have, the first one we saved was Wisp. Then we saved Gnome, I think, with the dwarves. After that, we went to save Jin, the wind spirit. After saving Jin, we were, I guess, taken to the ghost ship where we saved Shade. After that, we went for Undini, and just now, we got Salamandos. So, that doesn't leave us with a whole lot of spirits left. Let's see, there is a spirit there where we need to go eventually. Well, I guess it just kind of marks the location, but we've already been there. Instead, where we need to go, I believe, is the Moonlight Forests. And I think, not entirely sure, but I think it's roughly this way. I think it's that dot that we're heading to right now. I believe that's where we need to be. Because there is a beach here. We'll see where this ends up. I'm not entirely certain myself. Let's see. Where are we? I love the funky music. Lampflower Forests. A strange plant blocks your path. I don't like the look of this. Let's go someplace else. It's very whimsical music. Okay, so this is the last place where we need to go. Sorry for that, getting lost again. But like I said before, it wouldn't be the first time. And like someone said in a previous video, you know, getting lost just means more chances for adventure, so there's a lot of truth in that. So let's call our friend Booskaboo again, and then that means, probably, that where we need to go is just to the south. I'm guessing it's this area here. Well, that's an island where we don't quite need to go yet. I think it's this way, actually, isn't it? No, it couldn't be. Could it? It could. Let's just go there. We need to find out sooner or later anyway. This might actually go to a completely different place from where I need to be. I think this leads to the Golden Road. This leads to Maya, right? Yes, it does. So, got lost again. Great. Fantastic! Okay, let's try that one more time, and if I screw up this time, I'll just cut ahead to where I need to be on the world map, because this is getting ridiculous. I mean, adventure is one thing, but we don't need to fight level 4 bats, because, well, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't even be able to really damage us anymore. I mean, all the enemies will do at least 1 point of damage, no matter what. But, you know, if that's the extent of their challenge, then there's no reason for us to even bother with it. Now, where we need to be... Oh, here! This is where we need to be. I was so stupid. That was so close, though. So close. What's this? A statue blocks your path. I don't like the look of this. Let's go someplace else. What?
Failure.
Oh my god. I just realized I did something incredibly incredibly stupid. We went to save Jessica in the Valley of Flames, but we did not actually get the spirit Salamando. Okay, I guess I'll cut back until I actually get to the spirit. I'm very sorry, folks. I'm very sorry. I'll cut to when I'm back at the spirit, and then I'll cut to back here. My god. Okay, everybody, I'm back here on the bridge where Isabella and Bijou were. And I was literally one screen away from another important event. The energy of the Firestone, released at last. Pity I couldn't use Jessica's soul to do it. I had to use Bill's and Ben's. But their sacrifices will not have been in vain. My master, my dark prince, the Holy Land is ours! Oh, stop being a drama queen. Anyway, let's talk to the Mana Stone here. The Mana Stone's energy has been released. Bijou is trying to get into the Holy Land. Yes, we knew that. Just like in Altena, it seems that everyone is after the Sword of Mana. If the sword falls into the wrong hands, there would be another worldwide catastrophe. We can't let that happen. We have to hurry and find the rest of the spirits. And who's that? I hear ya! That girl's gonna pay for what you did to my Mana Stone. And he's mad as hell. You seem angry about it. Yeah, you could say it's really burning me up. So you've decided to help us out? Thanks. Just leave it to me. And in another huge explosion, we finally get the help of Salamando, who now becomes part of our team. As you can see, I leveled up getting back here because I had to fight my way through some enemies. We've gotten Salamando, so in the next episode, I will meet you back on the island where I so graciously failed. So thanks everybody very much for sticking with me. Of course, you didn't have to sit through all that fighting and walking because I cut that all out for you guys, but anyway, I'll see you in the next one. We'll be on the island where we just left. So thanks again. I'll see you in the next one.